Have you ever felt the presence of the divine so strongly that the ordinary world around you seemed to dissolve? Have you ever sensed, even for a moment, that God does not obey the laws of the world, but the world obeys him? Such moments became a way of life in the presence of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. For those who walked near him, the miraculous was not rare, it was natural. It was an expression of his constant love. Today, we enter the sacred and extraordinary world of the divine phenomena of Sai Baba, not as stories to analyze, but as reminders of the limitless power of God working through a human form. From childhood, the young Satyanarayana Raju displayed signs that he was no ordinary boy. Villagers remember objects appearing in his small hands as naturally as flowers blooming on a tree. Sweets, fruits, sacred ash, given to comfort the poor and uplift the heart. Later, as Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba, his miracles became expressions of his divine will. When the devotees gathered in darshan, many witnessed the same astonishing act. Baba would rotate his hand gently in the air, and from that simple movement would emerge vibhuti, sacred ash charged with divine energy. To his devotees, this was no trick. It was prasadam, a blessing, a medicine for body and soul. Sometimes Baba would materialize a ring, a necklace, or a watch, shimmering objects appearing from the emptiness of his palm. But he often reminded devotees, "These are not my greatest miracles. My true miracle is love." Yet the phenomena continued to flow out of his compassion. Among the most sacred manifestations was the miracle of Lingodbhava, the emergence of a Shiva lingam from his own body during Shivaratri. Devotees remember the intense moments as Baba drank water, closed his eyes, and endured great physical strain. Then, in a flash, a luminous lingam would emerge, sometimes crystal, sometimes golden, each one symbolizing divine creation. These moments were not performances. They were revelations, reminders of his identity with Shiva, with the source of all existence. But Baba's miracles did not end with objects. He touched hearts, bodies, and destinies. There are countless accounts of healing. A word, a glance, a simple touch restoring people who had lost hope. Baba said, "Where there is faith, there is grace." For many, his grace became a turning point. Illnesses dissolved, despair transformed into peace, confusion into clarity. And then, there were the experiences known only to the heart, Baba appearing in dreams with messages of protection, or manifesting to devotees far away at moments of danger, offering guidance, comfort, or a command that saved a life. These were not dreams. They were darshans of the subtle form, reminding devotees that distance does not exist for the divine. Many have felt Baba's fragrance, heard his voice in meditation, or witnessed his form appear in light. For those who love him, these are not paranormal events. They are living proofs of his presence in every corner of the universe. Some devotees also speak of Baba's power over nature, storms halting, rains beginning or ending at his command, winds calming during festivals or gatherings. Every act carried the same message: "I am always with you." But Baba himself explained the purpose of his miracles. He said, "Miracles are my visiting cards. They call your attention. Once I have your heart, no miracles are needed." He performed miracles not to astonish the mind, but to awaken the soul. Each manifestation, a handful of vibhuti, a healing, a dream, a blessing, was a spark of divine compassion meant to lift devotees closer to God. To understand Sai Baba's phenomena, one must understand his love. His miracles were not displays of power. They were acts of grace, expressions of his nature as the divine come in human form. And even now, his presence continues in subtle ways, guiding, blessing, comforting, reminding devotees that God never departs. He only changes his form. If these stories awakened your devotion, like the video, subscribe and comment Om Sai Ram, so the fragrance of his name may reach more hearts. Om Sai Ram.